do prices actually go according to the signal? Do we go or do we start failing? This is the high yield corporate bond debt, the HYG. And again, this is something that is going to be very important to the stability of asset prices. The ability of corporations to borrow at a favorable rate. And to my mind, I mean, it just looks like we're kind of coming down. We're just got a decelerating. Again, this is an inverse relationship. When prices are coming down, it means rates are going up. So the question is, are we stabilizing here? Is this an area where, maybe it'll get some support or do we have lower to go? And so we've got a lot of data coming out this week and we should get a lot more. So we are at the support area. I'm looking at this kind of key reversal here and betting that, there's still some underlying heaviness in this market, meaning that there's still going to be pressure on prices in the credit markets, which means rates should, stay stable to higher. Let me go to the S&P now. And I wonder, going forward, just as a way to simplify things, if I should just focus on indexes and ETFs. I don't know if you guys would prefer that, kind of have a larger view of what's going on. And sometimes maybe it's just easier to play the indexes than looking for these individual stocks and what have you. And it just simplifies things. And to my mind, anytime you can simplify a process, it's better. So I've been kind of fooling around with the idea of maybe just focusing on indexes. I don't know what you guys feel about that. I'd like to take an informal poll. If I just look at the IGV and these different ETFs as an overarching thing, and then so here is the the S&P. To my mind, this has got a host of bear price patterns. You have the double top here. You have the ascending broadening. You failed right on a dime here. Now you do have this key reversal. I always say prices sometimes point in the direction they want to go. So now the question is, does it follow through? So I always look, okay, I have a signal. Now, do prices actually go according to the signal? Do we go or do we start failing? And so I expect it to fail. And so I have one set of expectation, but if the market starts going the other way, then I have to surrender to the will of the market. So just like the Dow, we have this bottom in here. And a lot of people are saying the June lows are in. These lows are in and, we're over time going to go higher. And, I just think that the bigger patterns always dictate the ultimate trend. So these sometimes give you, you always get patterns along the way. You always get moves along the way. But to my mind, the bigger patterns should dominate, meaning that this ascending broadening, this double top should ultimately dictate what's going on. Now, the thing is, we can look at these dominant patterns, and then if they start, getting busted, then it becomes a busted pattern. And then, you just simply go the other way. If the pattern is not going to do its job, then it's going to go the other way. So again, we're just in this terrible trading range of just, whipsaw back and forth. And so this is very much a trading market. You get something, take it. But I do think that we will take out these lows. But, there's a whole bunch of people on the other side who think the lows have been put in. And so we just can now look at the markets. And this week is going to be very, very important. After all the data this week, do we, look like this, or does it fail? Or we go up and we fail. And I kind of think it should look like this. But, and if we're not sure, just stay out and let the market be the referee. and once we get a judgment, it makes it it makes it, right now it's arbitrary. Right now, you're in between this trading range. It's kind of a gamble to pick it. But after this week, if we see something like this, then, it becomes much easier to start picking a side and understanding the risk reward parameters. This can still go higher. I don't know how high it can go before it fails, or maybe it doesn't fail. So there's all kinds of things that could go on here. And I will be the first to admit, it's just a coin flip in here. I still think we go lower.
So you can see, 45 is 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So pop out a profit for 118,000 there.
So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market's just going nuts.
I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.